Bit of a change today. We're down at Tinhay Lake over the Arundell Arms, little trout fishery. It's been quite wet today, but you can only get wet to the skin, so we're going to have a little go for some mix of brown and rainbow trout in here. I've just had a nice little rainbow, so please pardon my casting. It looks a little bit like whipping a greased pig with a pool cue, but we'll see if we can get one out. Right, so got the 5 weight, little hardy click. We're using just a little brown gold head with a little bit of green fritz in the tail, and we're here just over a water lily bed. Breezy today. The rain's held off just after lunch. Nice taining loop hung that cast up. Well done. Let's see what mess we've made of that. Well, like I said, we've got away with that one. Anyway, just taking a little rainbow in this hole, so let's see if they're just sitting at the top of the wind. That's a bit better. Let that sink down. So this little lake's about 3 acres. We've been fishing around in the far corner this morning. Had 4 brown trout and a rainbow there. Just had a rainbow here. Just had a nice bit of lunch. The rain's backed off. So we'll see if we can do any good here. Fish seem to be a little deeper today, but it's floating lines only and no lures, which is good. I guess we were hoping late April we might have a continuation of that dry warm spell, have some fish hatching on the surface, but not to be. But it's been lovely down here this morning. The wagtails are around, a little mallard with 5 little ducklings. There's a big rookery behind us on the mound that goes back to the car park. Ooh, fish touch there. Fish moving there. And it's funny, the wind is turning and moving. So down in the far corner there, it was coming from behind us. Now it's pretty much in our face here. So we'll just try and let that little nymph sink, and we've got this small lake entirely to ourselves. Probably, having seen the forecast, black rain clouds across the board, nobody else was foolish enough to come out. But oh, there's a fish. Come on, concentrate. Looks like we've found a few feeding fish just out towards there. So it's catch and release here. So obviously we're on barbless hooks. I must admit I prefer barbless anyway. And the day ticket allows you to take 1 fish if you want to. Probably won't. Nice to see them go back in, but if we do get a special fish, we've got the chance. So we're over at the shop this morning. Spent far too much on flies as always. A wise old man told me many years ago that flies catch more fishermen than fish, and he's absolutely right, because although I took a fish on one of the new ones this morning, we've gone back to some old favourites from the box. Yeah, the rooks around us. That seems to be brightening up. Forecast did say it was going to get a little brighter and drier after 1. Let's let that sink down a bit. But the water here is absolutely gin clear. I think we'll avoid that shallow bit there. Pop him out. Right, probably, as he's a bit shallower, not let him sink too much. There's a fish. There's a fish. Look at that. Well done. Very, very delicate little take there. He just seemed to sip it in. What have we got? Another rainbow by the looks of it, sitting straight at me. Now he's seen he's heading away. Beautiful condition fish. Looks like a little stocky. Oh, that's handy. Off he came. With the barbless hooks, don't need to worry too much about that. So we've definitely got fish in front of us here. And apparently there are quite a few bigger fish in here. They do stock. They do stock brown and rainbow. But they were telling us this morning that there's quite a few bigger predatory fish. Oh, there's a touch, damn it. Fast asleep. Right, I think they're feeding quite actively. We'll try this little goldhead again. We had a few touches on him this morning. I'm soon going to need much longer arms to tie these flies. So again, little goldhead damsel, a little bit of blue flash. We'll give him a try. Like I said, around the other side before lunch, we had a few follows. Let's see if he'll do the do today. Oh, nice little brown jumping there. I think it is just ring the changes. We had some good follows and early fish with a little hothead damsel. But I started to find I was getting follows, but they were turning away, so I went to a little goldhead, took some fish, and then that went off quiet. Changed to the little brown goldhead, and oh, fish on. They're really going well in this corner. We got another little rainbow. He just sort of lay on his side and gave up, that one. Handsome fish, aren't they? Let's see if he'll knock that fly off. No, of course not. Right, we better net him and get him unhooked. Now he's woken up. And there he is, nice little stocky. Might be a little touch. There it is, fish on. Feels a slightly better fish. He's giving a bit of an account for himself. Another rainbow. Oh no, brown. Lovely. Beautiful little brown trout. Let's get him into the net. That's very nice. Maybe a pound and a half, maybe a little bit more. Oh, lovely little brown. Let's get him back in. And off he goes. Brilliant. Yeah, they're very delicate little pulls. Just change up the retrieve speed. Right, so I'm fishing today with Ben, a fellow order of the Garter. Yeah, there's fish running in close here. So I just pop Ben in that spot I was just in, see if he can take some fish. And I'm going to try this spot here with a young lad just tackling up. We've seen some rainbows quite close in, so he's in, good lad. There you go, it's alright, I'll net him. Hey!
To be honest, the rainbow I had over there was he was a £2.
Yes. These seem a bit smaller, but
he was,
pound and a half, aren't they?
Double the size of that one, but they're nice to catch.
Yes. There seem to be a lot of fish just sat in that. Just sat in that little sheltered bay, don't there?
As you say, fast to retrieve, and that was.
That's it. I think just drop it in front of his nose a bit.
It's much easier when someone nets it for you, isn't it?
Never have a dog and bark yourself, do we? So, just seen a very big fish just come down the margin, so thought we'd get a cast down and see if we can catch up with him, because he turned to it, but unfortunately we just run out of room and manoeuvrability and couldn't present the fly. There he goes. There he goes, nice fighting fish there.
In as well.
You're in as well. I just saw a hell of a good fish swim past, probably 5-6 pounder.
I was trying to bring it in quickly so it could come and help you out netting, and then had a fish on.
He's a spirited little boy, this one. Best fight so far. Look, I don't know if you can see him just in front of my fish.
Oh yeah.
2s and 3s swimming by.
Oh Christ, yeah, they weren't there earlier.
No. He's a better fish, isn't he? Couple of pound. Whee! Come on, little lad. If you want, you can spit the hook now. Yeah, look at the size of that bugger with him.
They really are coming in, aren't
They really are. Oh, Christ. He's done. Well done.
Lively fella.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ben.
Bringing mine in as quickly as I could, and then one on the end.
I think we've had 10 so far today. Bloody good session. It's one of those I often forget to do, because I think it's easy to stand at the lake's edge and think, get it out as far as we possibly can, when often the fish are just below your feet. So without trying to catch the private fishing sign, as I just did, or even foul hook bent, often casting down that inside line of the bank, can produce the odd fish. Anyway, let's fan round. A little tailing loop there, which is pretty much my stock in trade. I always try and hurry up that arm and drop the wrist, so shows me badly out of practice. You can kind of get away with it with a nymph. There's a fish on. Very, very delicate take, that one. He's staying deep. There he goes. There he goes. He's woken up. Oi! He's staying very deep. Small rainbow. Oi! They're sporting fish, some of these, aren't they?
Yeah. It's interesting how the others are sort of gathering up. You'd have thought they'd all think, sod that, I'm off. But
You'd think they'd scarper, but they don't. They little tail walk.
that's what I like, off in the net.
Perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of fish in front. Do you want to drop in?
To be honest,
If you're catching, that's fine, mate. If not, there's plenty of space here. There's loads of fish.
It's funny, I flogged this earlier and there's nothing.
I think it's just that little temperature change, and they've just come up, haven't they? Right, let's try and keep that wrist a bit tighter. Oh, he's in. Yeah, you play him, I'll come get it. Well done, sir. Be glad when we've had enough of this, won't we?
I've been on too many days where it's...
Oh, mate, I've gone home with dry nets on too many occasions.
Yeah. Ooh, cheers.
Oh, Ben's had some good fish out of that hole. There's a take. Brilliant. I saw that line tighten up.
Just had one that, I don't know if it's the same one, but just had one that came off as soon as I lifted the rod.
Ah, just nipping the tail.
Next cast.
He looks a better fish. It's a brown, I think. Or is it rainbow? I think it's a brown. Yeah, lovely. Christ, if you caught that in the river, that'd be all your Christmases come at once, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good fish. He's got to go 2 and a bit, surely. And they're fin perfect as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good quality. I was going to say there must be some sort of reasoning why we were on to brownies this morning and then rainbows this
Yeah.
afternoon, but then I've just ruined that now. Lovely. Lovely little brownie.
He's beautiful, mate, isn't he? All clear?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, lovely little brownie. Yeah.
He's lovely, mate, yeah. Getting back without even touching him. Come on, get your nose up. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, rain started again. Catching some good fish. We tried a few different techniques. They went off for a little bit. All went quiet. Could see some good fish moving around, and then they seemed to go off the feed. But I think they're coming back on again now. Light rain's just started up. You can see a cormorant overhead. Hope he doesn't come flying. So anyway, I've got back to that little hothead damsel. I've just caught a rainbow with that. So I thought we'd have another go and see what this afternoon's bringing us. It's, where are we now? God, it's 3:15. So we've got plenty of time left to fish. We did see a few coming up, moving around on the surface a little bit, but not in any numbers, just the odd one or two, and we haven't really seen anything coming off the lake yet. I don't know if any buzzer are going to show if there are any real numbers of it here. It'd be nice to take one on the surface, ideally on a dry, but if that doesn't happen, not the end of the world. We're having a lot of fun with these little nymphs and little damsel patterns, and although it's a bit damp, it's just a bloody lovely place to be. So we've moved down a swim. Ben had a lot of fun in that top corner, so we're just on this long bank here. It's about 4 to 10 foot drop off straight in front of us, and then looks as though it goes quite a lot deeper beyond, but we've got the main quarry wall over there. Ben's fishing that bottom corner again. So I'm going to plug away here for a few casts. I've seen a lot of really good fish. Had one turn at the fly a minute ago, so we're going to, fingers crossed, see if we can entice one of the bigger fish of the lake to come and join us on the bank. Right, let's see how we get on. So that hothead really stands out. That should be good for those rainbow. They like a red or an orange tag to hit for. It's quite a heavy weighted bead on the front, but even so, we're going to give it a little minute just to drop down a few feet, and then we'll carry on with this fairly steady retrieve. I think that retrieve speed seems to have hit the mark with most of the fish today, apart from the couple I took on that pink worm, which really was a very slow figure of 8 crawl. But this nice steady retrieve speed with all of the beaded nymphs we've been trying seems to have taken the fish. Now, I was on a standard 9-foot tapered leader. The wind's dropped, and my casting hasn't been as shit as usual, although it's still not very good. So I've chanced my arm, just give us a bit more opportunity to range the depths a little, and I've put on another 5 foot, a 5x leader. It'll allow us just to let it sink a little further if we want to, get a bit deeper, but obviously if we let it just land and retrieve, we'll keep it in the upper layers. So really, until the fish come back on again, we'll just be searching around, trying to find where they're holding. and if they're feeding or what they're feeding on. So that fly's nice and visible. It might be a bit too visible, a bit alarming, but we shall see. We've taken a few good fish with it today. If we're getting plucks and follows but no real proper takes, we might tone it down a little bit and come back to the smaller ones with a bit less jazz going on. So we'll just see, maybe these fish need just a little bit of brightness to stimulate them into a strike. Well, just thought I'd have a little break for a minute. I can feel my arms starting to go. That's how bad my casting's been. Well, we've got a good bunch of fish. I've had about a dozen. I think Sam's definitely had 5 on the bank, 3 or 4 others came off in the barbless bits. It's gone a little bit quiet for a moment, so I thought I'd stop and sit in the rain, have a cigar, ponder the world. It's mad. If my wife said to me it's raining, go and sit in the garden for 3 hours, I think she was bonkers. Put a fishing rod in my hand and I'm worried about being sent home too early. So anyway, hoping the fish come back on the feed a little bit. So I'm going to enjoy my soggy cigar, try and stop the rain running down my neck, and we'll be back on the water shortly. Well, we fished on for another hour or so. The rain got heavier and heavier, and then we decided to call it a day. We'd had a fantastic day's fishing down at Tinhay. I think we accounted for getting on for 20 fish between us. Some lovely brown trout, some good full fin rainbows. Never did get to see any of the bigger fish up close, but there's always next time. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching. If you do get a moment, please do hit the like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that. And we'll be back down the woods doing some more work soon. So hopefully you'll join us there. And in the meantime, we'll hopefully get some more fishing days organised.